So we have really streamlined processes. We have templates and software to support them, and we guide the conversational flow. What I would consult a business owner to do if they were hiring and training someone in-house is, first off, you have to hire the right person. You can't just get anybody with a pulse that's willing to show up, because personality and that connection and the representation of your business is so important. I can't tell you how many people I interview and don't hire, or people that we bring into training and we let go within the first couple of weeks because they don't fit our culture, which means that they're not going to represent our clients the way that they deserve. So our goal in our company is to hire people that you'd want to steal for yourself. Like, if you don't want them full time, then they're not good enough for us. And then we just respectfully request that you don't. But hiring, it's important to have your processes. So people need a guideline. They need to start with some kind of script so that they have a framework of how to speak to a customer. You don't necessarily want people to wing it, because you don't know what their experience is, what they do or don't know, and you really should take nothing for granted. So it's important that they understand the service you provide, the problem you solve, what your process is, what the customer experience is going to look like. So if the staff representing your business understands the customer journey, then they can answer questions, they can calm anxiety, they can breed confidence within the conversation, so that the homeowner feels that they've made the right choice in choosing your company. So not just teaching them the front end of how to book an appointment, they have to be prepared with FAQs. They have to be prepared and understand the process. Like, I would really walk them through a whole cycle of the job. Okay, somebody calls in, we booked them for an estimate. When we go to the estimate, this is what we do. We diagnose their system. We see if the filters, if it's HVAC, have been changed. We see how dirty it is. We check the age, and they walk them through the process. If it's a painting estimate, we look at the square footage. We look how high the ceilings are. Do we need to put scaffolding in? How many guys do we need? Just, is there a lot of detail work? Are we going to replace the baseboards? Just whatever it is for that service that contractor is providing. I feel that if the front office person needs to understand the whole picture, so that when they're asked these questions, they can understand lead time on a job, how any materials, how many guys are going to be coming in, what they can expect, what amount of disruption. For example, we recently got our floors redone, and I was like, well, how dusty is it really going to be? How disruptive? How many days do I have to be off the floor once you seal it? And so having the person that I'm talking to know the answers to those questions makes me believe that I'm with the right company, and it sets me at ease, and I feel very confident in my decision to move forward with you. What you don't want is someone who can book an appointment but can't answer any questions, and you feel like they don't even know what the company does. So then how are you going to feel comfortable with that experience? So I would really fully train them on the process of what your business model is and how things are going to work. So they should feel comfortable, and then they should have a script of qualifying questions. We have a lot of contractors that have a criteria. Like, not every customer is a good fit for them. We have painters that don't want to do less than a certain amount of square footage. It's just not worth it for them to show up. So we have to qualify people and find out how many rooms they're looking to have painted. Or there are certain contractors that won't do a job under a certain price point. So we have to just be mindful of that, so that we're not wasting their time sending them to estimates for jobs that they don't even want. And so we really are the gatekeepers of our clients' time, and you want your front office person to do the same. You want them to understand your day, travel time, wasted time, ideal customers, bad customers, people you don't want to do business with, because everybody has some of those. And so they should be able to identify a good job versus not a good job, and really make those determinations in the gray area when appropriate. And then, of course, they should be savvy with the schedule. They should be mindful of not wasting travel time. They should be mindful of the flow of the day, who to put where. And so it is a lot to train an employee, and it's a huge investment in time. And you also have to know it for yourself. Some guys are great at what they do. They're great electricians, but they don't know customer service to teach it. So, you have to do that legwork to figure out the best process. Talk to other people in your circle that might be better at it than you and get guidelines so that you have a framework to train people. And the first, like, top tier criteria, the most important thing is that they believe in your company and are going to represent it with a great attitude. Like, they have to be happy to work there. Your culture has to be one that nurtures them and feeds them. So it's not just something that they're clocking in, clocking out, getting through the day, because people, if they don't love their job, if they don't feel good about it, if they're not excited about it, they're just not going to do you any favors. You're going to be paying someone to give you bad reputation.